For our project, we're doing New York City. The weather in New York City is usually humid. In the winter, it is most likely to be below freezing. Summer and spring is warm, but some of the days are cloudy. The air pollution is a very significant environmental issue. The average snowfall is about 1 to 5 inches. The lowest air quality during the day is on Staten Island, and during the night, the lowest air quality is the Bronx. The most noise pollution is in Manhattan and the Bronx. The lowest amount of noise pollution across the boroughs is in Staten Island. This shows the carbon monoxide pollution. The dark purple areas are the worst and the yellow ones are not so bad. As you can see, Manhattan is the worst pollution and Staten Island seems to have the lowest. The population is about 19.75 million people. The life expectancy is 81 years old. The crime rate is 11% in most major crimes. New York City is famous for their ethnic diversity. The rent is highest in Manhattan and lowest in the Bronx and Brooklyn. Areas with the highest rates of unemployment are the Bronx and Queens. Lowest unemployment is Staten Island. Boroughs with the highest income are Manhattan and Staten Island. The lower income areas are Bronx and Brooklyn.
Staten Island has the lowest crime rate of all of the boroughs. A large part of Queens and a small part of Manhattan are on the highest end of crime rate. Overall, Staten Island has the lowest diversity. As a whole, Queens is the most diverse borough. The most common ethnicity in New York City is Caucasian, at 33%. The highest life quality is in Manhattan. The lowest is in Bronx and some areas of Brooklyn. Obesity is a huge problem in New York City. The most obese borough from 6 years ago is Bronx. The least obese is Manhattan. This makes sense due to the fact that Manhattan has the highest overall income and are able to have access to more organic and healthier food. New York City is 467 square miles. The hazards are earthquakes, landfills, and floods. The main land use is commercial for industrial manufacturing, transportation, and recreation. In New York City, 62% of people get around on non-motorized vehicles or by foot, compared to the average in other cities, where 50% of people use modes of transportation that do not cause pollution. This chart shows the likelihood of an earthquake happening in New York City. As you can see, it's very low. There is some water pollution because of birds and sea animals. New York City's main lakes and rivers are Swamp Lake, Mill River, Green River, and Sylvan Lake. The sea level in New York City has risen over 10 inches over the past 100 years. New York withdrew 6% of the national public water supply compared to other states.